We got John Wells in the building. What's going on, bro?
Chilling, bro. What's good?
Not much, John.
Right,
appreciate you coming out.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, first of all, let's. I usually start with asking what's your name and all that, but that's your name, John.
Yeah, right. John Wells. Yes, sir.
So you never went by no other name in where you making music or anything?
When I started off, I was cause I've been doing this shit for a long time, right? So when I first started, I was like 11 years old. I don't remember what my name was when I was 11 years old, but when I was like 13, I watched New Jack City, and I was trying to be like Nino Brown. I was like, I'm little Nino. You know what I'm saying? And then
was you hustling like Nino?
No, hell no. I was 13 years old. But no, I was selling pills a little bit, but no.
Okay.
But no, when I was like 15, when I really started like, putting this shit out so my friends could hear and shit.
Yeah.
I was just going by Lucky. You know what I'm saying? That's just my nickname for real. That's what everybody called me. Okay. But shortly after that, I just started going by John Wells the same year for real. So I've been John Wells.
Why they call you Lucky? Any reason that could?
When I was 15. No, I'm talking about 15. When I was 7 years old, broke my leg. I broke my femur. It's one of the hardest bones in your body for real. And right. They say like you gotta be, it's very rare for a person to bounce back and be able to walk after they break their femur. The way I broke my femur, but I was able to bounce back from that shit. My grandfather started calling me Lucky, and I just stuck with that for real.
Did that have any influence? Because I see you had a title on was that mixtape or album called Lucky Jordan? Did that have any influence on that?
It just that always been my nickname for real. That's what that's what everybody called me. You know, throughout high school, throughout throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just like, I like to keep it as authentic and real as possible. You feel me? Like I don't like when motherfuckers make up nicknames and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like I just always keep it to what people really call me and shit. But the Jordan part of that was it was my 23rd birthday, like the day before I put that out for real. So my Jordan, you feel me?
So talk to us a little bit more about, I know you're from Baltimore, but where exactly in Baltimore are you from?
So I'm originally from Northeast Baltimore, like Bel Air Road area.
Okay.
Like, when I was first born, I lived on like right across the street from Gardenville. I lived right across the street from Gardenville and shit. And then my mom had a house out the county and shit, but I just started like, staying with my grandparents a lot because my parents was always working and my father was into some shit and shit like that. So it was like they lived on Dudley Avenue right off of Bel Air Road. And then after my grandfather passed away in like 2007 when I was like 10 years old, I just permanently was out the county with my mom. So it was my mom and my father. But so after that, I'm from Middle River. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So, and motherfuckers say, you from where you went to high school at? So, I'm from Middle River. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I understand that.
Yeah.
But it seems like you had a lot of past, like, a lot of things that happened in your past that caused you to move around, right?
Yeah, I would say.
Would you say that?
Yeah, I mean, it was just like I said, my mom was like, she been hustling, you know, and she had had a good job since like right before I was born for real.
Okay.
She was like she worked for a bank, you know what I'm saying, up in like Hunt Valley for real. And she like worked her way up. She started like, my mom isn't even from Baltimore, but like she moved here. When she first moved here, she was making like less than $10,000 a year for real. Like she started off real low, but like I said, she been working her way up for the longest time and shit. So, she had to put in a lot of hours just to make sure like I was good for real. And then on the other hand, it's like my father, you know what I'm saying? My father was kind of like the complete opposite for real. Like my father was, you know, he was into like drugs and shit like that. And, like he was like, you know, fucking with the coke and the pills and the heroin and shit like that. Not like selling, like doing it and shit.
Okay.
So, he would always be like, you know, out doing whatever the fuck he do. So I was kind of like forced to stay with my grandparents a lot.
Right. So, knowing the background of both your parents and like seeing where you are today,
yeah,
obviously your mother's side, the hustle and all that's rubbed off on you.
For sure.
Not to say that I don't want to say that your father's side rubbed off on you, but do you see any of your father in yourself?
Yeah, no, I you know, my father, he passed away like less than a year ago for real. So it's like, you know, we had like a weird relationship growing up, like just knowing all the shit that was going on in his life for real. And like after he passed, that shit put a lot into perspective for me. Like I just remember all the, like the good things about him, how my father would do anything for the people he loved. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He would, you know, he's the one that got me into music for real. You know what I'm saying? Like from a very young age, like he was always singing and shit like that. And, you know, he put the bug for music in me for real. So it's just like, you know, yeah, I definitely see my father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, moving on a little bit. I see you got that Les Funeral birthday.
Yes,
Tell us
sir,
a little
yes.
bit about that.
Man, this something that always just really resonated with me for real. Like, you know, just growing up and, you know, going through certain situations and shit like that, seeing all this bad shit happen and shit. It's like you want more so celebrate life rather than, you know, just dwell on the sad shit. Like you ever like look at the Murder Inc. page and shit and you just scroll through and you just get depressed as a motherfucker, you feel me?
Yeah.
Hate that shit, you feel me? So I'm just like, you know, I'm more so on some shit like, man, let's get some money, let's do good for ourselves, and you feel me? Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's not, you know, fall into the fucked up shit that go on, especially here in Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know.
So is that like your motive? Like, are you motivated by wanting to change the scene of violence and all that in Baltimore? Is that what motivated you to make that, or is it something more personal?
It's, you know, the inspiration, I think when I first came up with this, I was going through some shit. Like, just some, you know, personal shit for real. Like, I guess something happened with somebody and shit. I don't exactly remember, honestly, but,
Right.
you know, it's inspired by some personal shit, but it's all ties into the bigger picture of shit. It's like, you know, somebody get murdered, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody OD on drugs or some shit like that. It's like, you know, or somebody go to jail or somebody, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Somebody get hurt. It's like, you know, see that shit going on. But that's all a statistic in the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, somebody get murdered, but it's 300 people getting murdered a year.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, not everybody in the world, but you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people here can definitely, you know, relate to saying people go through fucked up situations or going through fucked up situations themselves. And it's just like, I'd much rather, you know, push a positive message to say, all right, yeah, shit fucked up, but we gonna go with it, you know, try to better ourselves rather than just saying, yeah, it's fucked up and I don't know what to do about it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not that I do know what to do about it, you know what I mean? Yeah. But because nobody truly knows,
right?
But I'm pushing motherfuckers in the right direction. Like, yeah, we need to.
I like that. That's what's up.
All right.
I want to say, so do you like? Is that inspired? Like, where's the connection between that, your music, and you know your history and all that? How does that help you create all your music?
I feel like I'm sharing some like deep shit with you, but like my music is all inspired by time. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you really listen to it, I'm always talking about like life and death. You know, the time between when you're fucked up and when you're successful, and the time, you know, between when you're, you know, growing up and your adulthood and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? It's just all, you know, it's all inspired by that idea of, excuse me, that idea that we're trying to get to a different point in our lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where we're doing a
Trying to
little
elevate.
bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, just what you said, trying to elevate for real. And, you know, that's like, you know, less funerals, more birthdays is like,
it's kind of self-explanatory.
yeah,
but
it's like, you feel me? I'm trying to go deep with it, but
right.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah.
Now you got them all up. I think I like that.
Yeah.
I probably got to cop one of those.
Already, bro. Yeah, I got some new ones for real. I got you. Yeah.
So, if you could meet somebody who comes up to you, say like a youth in Baltimore right now, and say they fuck with your they like your music, and they want, you know, get to know you a little more. Like, if you can give them any advice, like what would you tell them?
Let me ask you a question. Are they like just a youth in general, or are they like trying to do something like me?
They're trying to be like you.
Man, what I would say is focus your energy into something that you know you love to do. Because one thing I've learned over the years is I feel like this could, you know, this type of information could benefit anybody. I tried a million different things trying to make some money. Not even on no just illegal shit. Like, I'm like, you know, my man just sell houses and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my man is was like telling me about all different types of shit about like this shit called drop shipping. It's like just different ways to make money for real.
Right.
Try to, you know, fund your actual passion. But what I realized is if you go 100% in on your passion and just get your money from something like, you know, you work a job and that shit is only for like 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day or however long you working per day. And you keep money in your pocket and then you put that, like when you come home, you put that money back into your passion and then you putting all your energy into that passion rather than you saying like, all right, I'm trying to start a business.
Right.
I'm trying to sell a house. I'm trying to learn how to wholesale a house or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, focus your energy into that thing, whether it's rapping, whether it's videography, whether it's photography, whether it's drawing pictures, whether it's I want to start a restaurant or some shit like that. Just go 100% into that rather than focusing on all this other shit.
So since you said that, so tell us, what else do you do besides the music? Like, what are your other hustles? Like, I know music ain't the only thing.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I mean, like I said, I've been doing graphic design since I was like 15. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, my man's always laughing at me when I say this, but I was like one of the top graphic design students in Baltimore County when I was graduating high school and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you feel me? I be doing that. You know, I learned how to, I was thinking about this last night. Like, I learned how to edit videos, take pictures, record myself, make beats, engineer myself, shoot videos. I know how to print these shirts. I literally print these out my house. You know what I'm saying? I know I've become more just business minded in general. And so, you know, yeah, no, I do a bunch of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So let's go more about your music. So I'm not sure, because it seems like you got a lot of singles and EPs out.
Yeah.
But it looks like you only have one album out, if I'm not mistaken.
So, I put out back in 2017. I put out a 9-song project in like August, and then what was the whip EP, like 10 songs or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I had another project called the Whip EP that I dropped like a couple days before New Year's, 2017 or going into 2018. Okay. That was like a 10-song project, but majority of my projects, they wasn't on streaming except for one of the ones that I dropped in 2017. So, and there was a huge gap between when I was putting out them 2 projects that I was just talking about and Lucky Joe and Silk and Money.
Well, why such the gap?
So it's like life be happening, you know what I'm saying? like I said, I'm 23 now, you know what I'm saying? And you know, when I was like 21, 22 years old, I was just like, matter of fact, when I was like 20 years old, 20, 21, 22, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a job, you know what I'm saying? Just stack my money a little bit. It wasn't nothing crazy. Like I started out working at McDonald's and shit. You feel me? Okay. But I knew how to save my money and shit at the end of the day. So, you know, I did that for a while, and it was a full-time job, and I just kind of lost focus on music. Like, I was always thinking about it, but I didn't have, like it was like a long-ass Writer's Block for real. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I do that shit, and, you know.
So how'd you get back to creating music?
So, just a bunch of shit was going on. Like I said, you know, my father passed July last year, but before that, my father was like homeless and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was like going through it like really bad. Like he was, you know, he was from homeless, doing drugs to he went to rehab some way somehow because he like went to a psych ward out in the hospital, out in Franklin Square and shit. Mm-hmm. And they was just like, all right, we're going to send you to this rehab somewhere in Western Maryland. Went to a halfway house. Then he had me come pick him up from the halfway house because he couldn't take it in there. And then he was homeless again and he got into drugs again. And that shit happened like 3 times and shit. And by the beginning of 2020, he was living in this homeless shelter. And on top of that, my best friend was going through like some fucking crazy, unexplainable shit. Mm-hmm. And long story short, we was in the hospital one day, and we go to the back, and my father was just sitting there at the bus stop, and he was like telling me and my mans like how like bleak he saw life, you know what I'm saying? Like shit was just bad for him, you know what I'm saying? And my man's like, he said he felt him on that shit. Like shit just been bad for real. And you know, it's like that shit just pushed me to like I gotta stop bluffing. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta start going super hard with this shit because, you know, it's either now or never for real. I got a plan for how I'm gonna really make this shit happen. And, you know, I just started putting music out consistently because, I definitely can realize how if I put a song out every month, people gonna start taking notice and, you know, something good can happen. And you feel me? Lo and behold, like I'm starting to see like real opportunities now. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about your last song that I believe was the last song you put out. It'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
You put it out on February 20th.
Yeah.
What made you call it It'll Be Fine?
So I got in a car accident for real. Mm-hmm. I was driving a 2015 Toyota RAV4. It used to be my mother's car for real. And I was driving home from like hanging with my girl. My girl was in the car though. Like we was just downtown chilling and shit. We driving back to my house, and this motherfucker T-boned me for real. And this motherfucker ran on me.
Okay.
And I was just like, in that moment, I was like, man, I'm fucked up. Because I was like, I don't know how the fuck I'm about to, like, I don't know what I'm about to drive for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck I'm ready to do. But figure that shit out. And, you know, my you know, shit that always comes to mind when I go through fucked up situations is like, I'm gonna figure it out regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, that specific situation that inspired that song. And you feel me? That was just my, you know, my feelings towards it. Like, it'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What So is this like the start? I know you released it in February. Can we expect you to release a new song this month?
So I got a new project dropping at the end of this month. I guess this is gonna be the announcement for real.
Okay.
I haven't even announced it yet. But yeah. I mean, it depends on when you drop this shit. But yeah. March 27th, I got a project called Have You Seen My Fist dropping. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. There we go.
All right. Any because it seems like you got features, but you don't seem to branch out too much.
Yeah, you know, kind of come to realize I kind of hate doing features. You feel me? Like, cause motherfuckers be wanting me to do this and do that and do this, and
right.
It's just like I'm just trying to focus on my own shit. I got many things to think about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just I try to keep it to myself for real. I'm the type of motherfucker like, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, I just always do it like that. But I'm willing to, you know, work with other artists and shit without a doubt. And, you know, I definitely like working with with the artists that I really fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody that comes into mind?
Definitely my man Scotty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? K-Dot killed that shit on my last project. Alan Zadi killed that shit on my last project. I like fucking with that guy sometimes, you know what I'm saying? He be bluffing. But
anybody that you haven't worked with that you hoping to work with in the future?
In Baltimore, let me see. I would love to work with my guy Butch Dawson.
Butch Dawson, yeah. You got some dope shit.
Yeah, that's
he definitely goes crazy.
Nah, like I've been fucking with that motherfucker since I was like 14.
Oh yeah.
So like I go way back with that shit. So I would love to work with Butch Dawson. I would love to I like to work with Tech. That shit would be fire. Me and Nero got some shit on the way for real, but yeah, I want to work with Nero. Who else in Baltimore would I like to work with? I want to work with my man YTK, but he be doing his own thing and shit. But yeah.
So I know you say you got a new tape coming out on the 27th.
Yes, sir.
Any other upcoming projects? Any more drops on your clothing line or anything else we can look forward to?
So this it's coming out in a different colorway, but it's coming out. You know what I'm saying? So that'll come out with the project. As far as projects, I'm just making this shit happen for what it is right now, and then I'm gonna move forward, base my next move on this move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So like, if there's any advice you can give anybody, or any last words you want to tell anybody, but like anything encouraging that helped you out, anything you want to say to anybody, you know?
Man, focus on whatever you do. Keep doing it. Nipsey Hussle said the smartest thing I ever did was keep going. That's some real shit. Just keep doing your shit, and eventually you're gonna look up and shit gonna be good for you. And you know what I'm saying? LFMB, less funerals, more birthdays, we live forever. Survive Wednesday, True 6 Island, stay positive, 1045, live forever records. Yeah, my name is John Wells. You feel me?
All right. Appreciate you coming out. High Styles, John Wells.
Yes, sir.
All right.
People full Frigidaire. Feel like one day I'ma be a billionaire. And yeah, I meant it to be with a B. Had a falling out with my mans, but I let it be with a B. Close his eyes when he around me. It probably hurt when he see I be doing this shit without him. My dad, I'm like, I'm not trying to make a scene he wouldn't wanna be in. Motherfuckers think a gun scare a motherfucker like him. Bitch, I'm in Baltimore City just like Hondas and Diesel. I'm on a mission to get rich and put on my people. So anybody want an issue, I just promise you wouldn't. I never did shit in my life and find the feds to be looking. My daddy died last year. Now my mama got corona and my mans is like a morals. I pray